Hello everyone, I'm Robelle Autonomy and today we are reacting to the Hoshimi Miyabi character teaser, Rise of the Void Hunter. I'm really excited as per usual, love Zenless Zone Zero as per usual. And yeah, they popped up with Miyabi's previous trailer. She had it was like an animated short, and then now we're getting the character teaser. Don't know anything about it, but let's hop right into it. I'm assuming it's probably also going to be a animated teaser, but let's take a look and see.
What happened?
These coordinates, the observation data, these coordinates. Why?
Alright, looks like we're in the hollow and people are dying.
What is this?
Oh no, this is like the incident, or I think, or it's a hollow disaster of some kind. Honestly, the world of Zenless Zone Zero is it's so cooked, if I'm gonna be honest. They got random hollows just showing up and just ripping people out of their homes and spawning monsters. It's like, literally, it's like, this world, they're like on the edge of collapse. They're like literally done, and they're just like literally any other society would just give up, but somehow they're holding on. Alright, Miyabi with a ponytail? Okay, I like what I see. Armasa. Oh, King, this is the one they're younger. That's Yanagi. Okay.
The Argos Hollow
Yanagi.
suddenly
There we go.
peaked in activity and breached level 2 controls within
Okay, so
half
this
an
is way
hour.
back, it looks like.
It's
This is
expanding at an
further back in
unprecedented
time.
rate.
Because Yanagi's still wearing her military outfit. Is that an important character for the
Currently,
future?
we still don't.
All right, understood. Have we arrived?
Commander, is she your so-called ultimate weapon? Young, reckless,
That character was way too designed. That character is way too designed. There's
Why is
no
there a
way that they're
civilian
just
on
some
the
random
monitoring
NPC.
I
can
this is
say
a
the
consultant
same
from
for that
Top's
guy,
Alliance.
though.
She'll be assisting with the operation.
A pleasure to work with you, Executive Officer.
Likewise. Can we begin the operation?
Right. Fly above the hollow, then
Alright,
jump
I
down and
don't
fight.
know why there's so much
A
tension.
real
Like,
brilliant
there's zero
plan.
trust here for some reason.
Perhaps you
Just let
haven't
me cook.
realized, but there's an abnormal symbiotic ethereal inside Argos known as Lerna.
Ew,
Our
what
prior
is that?
efforts
Okay.
caused it to create multiple false cores for itself. A direct attack will do nothing but make things worse. In other words, it would love to feed on another flimsy weapon of ours.
Okay, so basically attacking it makes it stronger somehow.
Radius expansion is double our estimations. What the? Warning! The target companion hollow has breached level 1 controls, sending the latest disaster alert.
60% of Shreve
Alright, worst case scenario, got it.
transportation net has been engulfed by the hollow. Ether energy disorder
While its
is
activity
rising
is
rapidly.
increasing, how shall we proceed?
So this is like a
Miss
really bad
Consultant?
hollow showing up.
Considering its current
But
progression,
like normally the
Argos
way to
will
like
completely
shrink them would be to
swallow
kill
Shriek
the
number 7.
ethereals
Want to blow up
inside,
the
but
Shuyu
the one
pillar?
that's in there just gets stronger when you attack it.
A large enough explosion could annihilate all ethereals in the hollow at once, including Lerna.
The one that
can't
caused a lot of
accept that.
destruction.
How could you?
Call it standard procedure.
147 civilians, 36 PubSec officers, 17
Oh, there's people
investigators,
still
8 executive
inside.
officers.
Okay.
That's 208 casualties, far more than standard.
I mean,
Compared to the
alright.
civilians outside Argos, it's a worthwhile
This is quite the
sacrifice.
conundrum. If I'm going to
And
be
it'll
honest,
protect High Ambition's
society
assets
is
east of
cooked
Argos,
already.
too. Real worthwhile.
Are you accusing
And
Tops of having ulterior motives?
the hollow is rapidly expanding. We gotta cut our losses where we can, if I'm going to be honest.
Sir, please give
Alright,
me
but
5
you see,
minutes.
Miyabi is built different. She can
If we
prevent
can't
that
tell
from
which
being
cores
a
are
problem.
real, then it's simple. We'll just destroy all cores within 5 minutes. I believe that 208 lives are worth 5 minutes.
Alright, the
I
way she
understand
says
you're
that,
skilled, Miss
I'm actually,
Hoshimi.
it gives me a little bit
There
of
are many
concern.
problems that cannot
What
be
does she mean
resolved
it's
with
worth
violence.
5
Have
minutes?
you
Like
ever
5
fought
minutes of her
inside a hollow
time?
before?
Or in her previous animated short, we kinda had this idea that maybe using the sword
the
comes at a
ultimate
cost
weapon
because
in
the
this
mom
operation.
didn't want her to touch it at all. So is Miyabi sacrificing her time to wield the sword?
Commander, stop
Her lifespan?
now! If Argos
Oh, there she
becomes a
goes.
Great Hollow, it'll be
It's expanding too rapidly.
It'll take to get there. You have about 3 minutes to slay Lorna. If you fail, I will detonate the Shuyu pillar. You only have one chance. You have my gratitude.
Ooh, alright, epic. Alright. Draw the blade and end all monsters. I'm still really curious about like the thumbprint scanner on her sword. Like I have the theory that that's the actual blade exposed, and she built a custom hilt around it. Dang! Oh my goodness, flashing lights. Oh dear. Okay. As I was saying, it's my theory that she built a custom hilt around it that would prevent it from activating, so that she could carry it around with her.
You're that executive officer.
You're from the Defense Force.
You were also transferred? You're both here.
Why is this the forming of Section 6?
Wait, Executive Officer Hoshimi Miyabi? Shouldn't you be receiving the Void Hunter medal right now?
I skipped the ceremony. They can just mail the medal to my address.
Dang, okay.
You need something from us? A weapon.
No glory, I
isn't
guess.
just a blade. And not all of New Eridu's issues can be solved with the blade. I trust the two of you. With your abilities, we shall expose the roots. And I shall be the blade that severs the corruption.
Yep, the forming of Section 6. That's pretty cool. Alright, real cool origin story for Miyabi. Dang, alright, it's done already. 6 minutes went by in a flash. Alright, let's hop right into the breakdown. Alright.
These coordinates.
So this is the beginning of a hollow forming.
What? What is this?
I feel like there's more to this like whole red bit here. So that's still hand.
What is this?
And what did he realize? Is it just the expansion of the hollow, or is there more to it? Alright, and then all the people are getting murdered by the monsters. They got a lot of helicopters to come observe the hollow, because they're not doing anything in there.
Commander is waiting.
Well, actually, no, there was like 30
what's the
officers inside the
situation?
hollow.
Two and a
Never
half an
mind.
hour.
It was probably
It's
conducting some
expanding at an
rescue
unprecedented
missions.
rate. The HIA, public security, and currently.
See, this
she
like
back in
commander
manners?
lady who refuses to open her eyes, probably part of the character design. I wonder if she's gonna be more important, because she seems so designed. I feel like we'll see her later, like in the
Commander.
actual story.
Why is there a civilian on the monitoring ship?
Ahem. This is a consultant from Top's Alliance. She'll be assisting with the operation.
A pleasure to work with you, Executive Officer.
Assisting with the...
On the monitoring ship.
Ahem. This is a consultant from...
Officer.
Okay, so she's the
Likewise.
quote-unquote civilian,
Can we
which is
begin the
actually the...
operation?
Right. Fly above
Why are
the
they
hollow,
referring to
then
Miyabi?
jump
I don't
down
know.
and fight. Haven't realized, but there's an
This one was pretty straightforward. It doesn't feel like they were hiding too much. I will say this ethereal thing is kind of nasty. It's got like tentacles.
Ether activity
It's almost like it's almost like
Greatest
Nineveh,
expansions
but
double
like
our estimations. What
it doesn't
the
really have a
warning?
monster form.
The
It's just a
target
bundle
companion hollow
of
has breached level 1 controls,
vines,
sending the
roots,
latest disaster
tentacles,
alert.
whatever the heck those are.
60% of
And its
Shuyu
cores,
pillar
you keep spawning them.
Increasing.
I wonder if they're gonna turn that into a
How shall
game
we
mode. I feel like that could
proceed, Miss
easily translate
Consultant?
into like a
Considering its current
like a
progression,
gameplay
Argos will
mode where you have to
completely
hunt down
swallow
the
Shuyu number
real
7.
the
Want to
real
blow
core
up
of
the
this
Shuyu
enemy.
pillar?
A large enough explosion.
I will say, so normally when they do these like live 2D style animations, they are more painterly, but they opted for like a full like anime style with like the line art and the very heavy cell shading.
A large
It looks
enough
really good. Like it feels like I'm watching like a legitimate anime, but then
I
it
can't accept
animates
that.
like live 2D,
How
which
could
is
you?
very different.
Call it standard procedure.
147 civilians, 36 PubSec officers, 17 investigators, 8 executive officers. That's 208 casualties. Far more than standard.
Yanagi is like, she's not letting it get too personal. She's like stating the facts and then leaving it as is. She's like, what's more than standard, but she's not getting emotional about it. She's very calm in the scenario.
Worthwhile.
Are you accusing Tops of
Protect High Ambition's
Narumasa's
assets east
also
of
pretty,
Argos, too. Real worthwhile.
Are you accusing Tops of having
He's not super
ulterior
emotional
motives?
about either, but they are both like criticizing the
If we can't tell which cores
the
are
plans.
real, then it's simple. 208 lives are worth 5 minutes.
This right here, 208 lives are worth 5 minutes. Are we saying it's worth waiting 5 minutes longer for me to try and rescue them? Or is she saying I'm sacrificing 5 minutes of my lifespan to do a super attack that's going to save 208 lives? Like, we really don't know too much about her demon sword.
I understand you're skilled, Miss Hoshimi, but there are many problems that cannot be resolved with violence.
Have you ever fought inside a hollow before?
The commander is like, oh, cooked her.
Already told you.
And you've already been told. I'm the ultimate weapon in this operation.
It is before Section 6. Alright, I know Zenless on Zero hasn't done skins yet. But it would be great if we could get this skin, please. This outfit goes hard. Can we start getting skins soon?
Commander,
I
stop
feel like
her
I want
now!
costumes.
If Argo now!
I will say this is pretty funny. They didn't add, it's literally one image and then they just added camera shake. Oh my goodness, right? This person's outfit is crazy. Are we sure they're not a playable character?
Commander, stop her now!
I feel like she'll be important later. Maybe
Argos becomes a great hollow. It'll be on.
maybe she's not playable, but like she's gotta be at least an NPC that shows up later.
5 minutes, Argos' growth activity will reach an all-time peak. Consider the time it'll take to get there. You have about 3 minutes to slay Lorna.
If you fail, I will detonate the Shuyu pillar.
Miyanagi's like, if you don't do it, then we gotta cut our
You
losses.
only have one
It's expanding too much. And then meet the super move. See, this thumbprint scanner, I'm like, there's no way that it's just like... Or like, what is this? Like, or I'm so curious about her sword. Like, maybe it's not just like a direct, like, hole that leads to the sword so that she can activate it. Maybe it's like actually technology. It actually is a thumbprint scanner. And like it locks so that she can't pull the sword out. And maybe like the materials that they've surrounded it in the hilt. Maybe those materials are like, they're acting as the same as the seal they had on it originally. I really hope they explain exactly what the sword is and like why it's so special and like what she did to it after she inherited it as a child. Literally a falling comet. This part looks so cool with the blue fire. And here it's just a bunch of flashy animation. Is there like... No, there's no now it's just cutting effects.
You're that
And we don't see the hollow shrinking either, so... We can just assume that Miyabi popped off and then
You're
that's
from
why
the
they're
defense?
making her a Void
Wait,
Hunter.
Executive Officer
And
Hoshimi
she's now the
Miyabi.
youngest Void Hunter.
Shouldn't you be
No, I
receiving
do
the Void
wonder.
Hunter medal right now?
Just on the topic of Void Hunters. Void Hunters,
the
Miyabi is the
ceremony.
youngest
They
one.
can just mail the
And we
medal
haven't
to
seen
my
the other
address.
ones, but we did see Void Hunters in the initial, like, beginning lore trailer that they dropped. But, like, I am curious. Like, it doesn't really feel like those Void Hunters they showed in that trailer are alive anymore. Like, instead of Swordmaster, we've gotten Miyabi. I am curious if we're just going to be getting the Void Hunter successors. I feel like that would be a really cool approach they could take.
Mail
Did you
it!
need something from us? A weapon isn't just a blade.
Mail it!
I like how
skipped the
they're like,
ceremony.
wait,
They can just mail the medal to
what
my
do you
address.
want with us? And it's like, you were
Did
transferred
you
here
need
because I
something
wanted
from
you.
us?
You're the only ones that
A
questioned
weapon
the whole
isn't
deal.
Mail
So I'm assuming... So, okay. So before Yanagi had her glasses, like in her initial teaser, she went to the Oni village and she had a military outfit on, and then she got a blood transfusion of some kind, or like some type of ritual that she participated in that made her half Oni, or at least granted her Oni strength. I imagine that it affected her eyes, and that's why she has her glasses now. Because before she just had goggles.
A weapon.
It was
isn't just
after
a
she's
blade.
super duper strong.
And not all of New Eridu's issues can be
And yet
solved with
Miyabi
the
is
blade.
still canonically
I trust
stronger,
the
I
two of
think,
you.
in the lore.
With your abilities, we shall expose the roots. And
And
I...
Miyabi is like, there is corruption
the blade
in
that
the
severs the
people,
corruption.
in the government, so we have to expose the roots. And so we have our own Section 6. That's pretty cool. I definitely think I like the animated short film more, but this teaser is really, really cool. I do wonder, this was just a short film, it wasn't labeled character trailer or demo, so we're probably getting another Miyabi video in the near future, so I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, if you guys have stuck around, hope you enjoyed the video. What do you guys think? Are you gonna be pulling for Miyabi? Let me know down in the comments below, alright? Let me know, I wanna see what you guys think. What did you think of this trailer, especially this teaser? I feel like as a follow-up to the short film, this one is a little bit harder to impress because the short film was just so darn good. But this was still a really, really cool trailer. So, yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you want to see more content in the future, we are doing ZZZ reactions, and I want to do some more gameplay-related videos in the future. Hit the subscribe button, alright, bell notification as per usual. And yeah, with that one, remember, and 10 waves are nice, so I will see you next time. Bye!